Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Research conducted by the Huffington Post suggests that 84% of Americans worry about their home not being organized.
I'll join that.
Half of those people say that clutter is the biggest cause of stress.
Yeah, our next guest can help you say goodbye to the junk you don't need and live a happier life. Andy and Isaac Wines are veterans and franchise owners with J-Dog Junk Removal and Hauling, southeastern Wisconsin. We're excited to have them back here on the Morning Blend. Thanks for being here.
No, thanks for having us back.
Changing lives, you guys.
Yeah.
One piece of clutter at a time.
I like it.
Have you seen an increase in this, you know, with the whole like Netflix effect you said last time you were here with tidying up, people wanting to get rid of a lot of their clutter?
Absolutely. I think one of the challenges is you don't really know how much stuff you have until you have to move it or remove it. And I think it's just bringing it to people's conscious mind, right? All of a sudden you're like, okay, look at all the things I have. What do I need? What don't I need? What do I love and what don't I love? And then it starts the process just a little bit sooner. Even this time of year is a great time to be thinking about it as you're
Because most people probably don't think about it until they move, right?
Yep, absolutely. Or it's like, oh, now it's spring cleaning. Well, what does that mean, right? But I don't know a lot of people do this spring cleaning anymore. So it's just, again, bringing it to the forefront.
Okay. So first and foremost, you guys are now like everywhere.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter where you need some tidying up. You guys have expanded and you can address way more areas of our state.
Yeah, absolutely. So now we cover all of Milwaukee, Waukesha, Ozaukee, Washington, Walworth, Kenosha, and Racine counties.
Nice.
So we've been able to expand the last couple of years. And now it allows us to be in more homes and serve more communities.
All right, let's talk about what you guys do, because this is not just about getting the junk out of your house and the removal of this stuff. So first of all, people are going to recognize you because you have those great trucks and those trailers. But the key is what you do with this stuff after you pick it up. Because I'll be honest with you, sometimes I don't just get rid of stuff because I'm worried it's going to end up in a landfill. And I'm like, maybe it's better sitting in my basement than it is just adding to the destruction of our planet.
And that's a big thing that our customers ask us about all the time too. They say, hey, we would like to get rid of this, but we don't want you guys just to throw it in the landfill. And that's when we have the opportunity to explain that we have a recycling facility in Butler. We can recover right now about 80% of the stuff that we bring in, and in the next few years we're working on that 20% to hopefully be landfill free in a couple of years. But
Good for
what does
you
that
guys.
mean? Like, how do you do that? So you, like 80% of the stuff that you take out of our homes, you either repurpose or donate or
we developed a five-phase reutilization system. And what it comes down to is first reducing, right? Understanding what we buy and why we buy it. And that's all about reusing, repurposing, recycling, and then responsible disposal.
Yeah.
And with all of our guys and girls that work for us, teaching them that and also educating our customers what we do with the stuff is key. Because again, the goal is that we can live the way we live without having to continue to add to the landfills.
Yeah.
Can you give us an example of somewhere, a place you might take something that could be repurposed or donated, somebody who you work with, maybe even in the community, who benefits from the junk that people get rid of?
yeah, so we're able to bring in medical equipment, wheelchairs and canes and crutches and things like that. We can always recycle those instead of throwing them in the landfill, but we've actually partnered with Katie's Closet out of Waukesha, and we actually are able to donate those things. We invest a little bit more time and energy to do that, but it repurposes the items in their current state, or they cannibalize the parts. And
What does Katie's Closet do?
So they take medical equipment and mobility devices, they refurbish them, and then they give them away to the community for free.
Wow.
So they basically have barcodes. They give you the item, and then once you're done using it, you return it, they clean it, sanitize it, and put it back on the shelf. And so it's free for anybody and everybody, but it's mostly used by people with limited mobility, children, and elderly. And what it is, it's a cost-free way to be able to enjoy life without having to worry about the Medicare, Medicaid complexities there.
So cool.
That is cool. You guys not only help through working with these nonprofits, but you really help the veteran community as veterans yourself.
Absolutely. As a vet, it's been downrange and been overseas. I know that the challenges have come back to the civilian world. And so we've taken this business that we built, and now we empower our veterans through entrepreneurship and employment. And so we take guys and girls that are just trying to find a home, and we give them that purpose and meaning. So we now serve our community as we once served our country.
So great.
Yeah.
I love it. How do you charge when somebody says, okay, I've got all this stuff that I have, what's the process? They call you, you come and evaluate it?
Yeah, so we can come out for a free estimate, or we can send 2 guys out with a truck right away. They can take a look at the items. We end up charging by capacity, so we come out with a 16 cubic yard trailer. and then we can evaluate how much of the trailer will be filled up by your stuff, and then we just load it all and charge according to that.
I feel like I could fill a couple trailers.
Yeah, me too.
Yep, donate, recycle, reuse.
Yeah, I bet people feel good about that.
Absolutely. So it's the convenience. So it's both ends. Right on the front end, you feel good because you've reclaimed some space.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if there's a transitional period of your life, you've freed up your mind and freed up your brain. On the back end, when we talk, hey, these items are going to go to this charity. These people can reuse what you had, whether it's veterans, elderly, people with mobility challenges. You can feel good about your stuff finally having a home.
Yeah,
I love
helping
that.
others.
Here's the deal. You also offer a discount to veterans. So 10% off discount for all veterans and the family members of veterans. It's J-Dog junk removal and hauling. They'll haul it away and so often recycle, repurpose, reduce it, and all
and
this
sort it themselves.
Repurpose, sorting it yourself. So nationally, it's 844-GET-J-Dog, and locally, it's 414, the number that we showed you there on our screen. Great
Thanks
to see
so
both
much,
of you.
You guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.